Hi there, I am Professor Blackmore and welcome back to my channel. And we all know that the COVID-19 pandemic ushered in the advent of the remote virtual deposition. And so attorneys are no longer going through the process of scheduling and attending in-person depositions. And as a result, attorneys are settling into a lot of quick and, in my opinion, unprofessional methods of conducting proper deposition and trial witness presentations. But just keep in mind that anything that's going on during an online virtual deposition may be captured in video format and replayed for the jury at the time of trial. Because anything that is going on screen during the virtual deposition can be recorded. And if you're on screen and you decide to just throw an exhibit up on the screen in the background using the share your screen feature, just ask yourself if you want what you see on the screen to be replayed for the viewing of the judge and/or the jury at the time of trial. Now, I believe the top reason that attorneys are doing this is because it's easier to do than rather going through the motions of actually conducting a presentation of the particular point of interest that you want to highlight for the jury, just as you would in the presence of the jury, which is what you should be doing because that is the real purpose of the deposition in the first place. And so later on, I'm going to show you how easy it is to create your own deposition and/or trial presentation of exhibits in a way that is much more compelling and professional by showing you how to create two types of document callouts. The traditional type of callout that I usually use, and I'll also show you how to create the type of callouts you'll see in trial presentation applications like TrialPad, which are called morph transition callouts. And so, if you think all of this has nothing to do with the OneNote, well, don't be fooled, because there is a OneNote method to all of this madness, because I don't use TrialPad or any of the other like trial presentation applications. I'll just launch this presentation directly from my OneNote deposition notebook that you see here. And this is the notebook that I suggest that you use or something like it during your depositions and trial presentations. But before I show you how to make these two types of callouts to make your presentations more compelling, I want to talk to you about another reason that I believe attorneys use such lazy and unprofessional tactics during online remote depositions. And that is because they do not know how to take a document and turn it into an image. And so it's just easier to use the share your screen feature to just throw that PDF or whatever you have rather than creating a presentation and going full screen with that presentation. So I want to first show you how easy it is to take a document and turn it into an image. Then you can use your document images to take the witness through a presentation, because you now have the capability of being able to properly present your exhibits. And so to turn your documents into images, the first thing you want to do is to open the PDF version of the document. And so I'm going to do that. And so here I have my PDF document here. And so the first thing that I want to do is I kind of want to get it into a place where I can see it full screen. So I'm just going to zoom out on it just a little bit. And that's usually somewhere around 66%, somewhere around here. 70%, somewhere in that range. So somewhere around here, 66%. So I want to look at just to make sure that I have the full document. And then what I really like to do is just to go up on this document and just kind of click on it just to see if I can capture a full page part of that image, just to take a quick copy of it. And this is what I mean when I say that. See this document here? When I click on this document, I can just now right click on this document and copy this image and paste it over in the next step of what I want to show you. But in this particular document, I don't have the ability to do that, because you see here, these little chunks, I'm getting these little chunks here. So I really need the full page. And so if it's a document like this where I can't make a full copy of the entire document, the next thing that I want to do is I want to take these 3 keys, the Windows key, the Shift key, and the letter S. So I want to go Windows Shift X, and when I do that, you'll see this dark covering over the image now. And so then now I can make a copy of the part of this that I want. What I usually do is I go down to the bottom right hand corner and I work my way up to the top of the document like this. And then you just release it. Once you release it, you can see that you have your copy of the image. Now, I want to open a PowerPoint, a blank PowerPoint, and then go to the blank and then what I want to do is go up to the Home tab and I want to click Layout. Then I want to go down and click Blank because I want a blank presentation. Then I want to go over to the Design tab here. Then I want to go to the Slide Size drop down here and I want to go and click Custom Slide Size. Once I do that, then I want to make this document into a letter size paper document size, which is 8.5 by 11. And then you want to hit OK. When you do that, you're going to see these 2 boxes here that say maximize or ensure fit. Since I have not pasted anything on my slide yet, it doesn't matter which one of these that I select. So I usually just select maximize. And that gives me that document. Now I can right click on this and hit paste and paste my image in there. And then I can adjust it to the size of this document. And the edges kind of give you a place to be able to see where you have that. And on this right side, I want to come over just a little bit and you can kind of see in the background where the page border is. And I'm just going to hit crop and bring this over and hit crop again to come out of that. Now I have it kind of even on the page. Now I have 3 pages to this document, so I want to make sure that I get all 3 pages over. So I'm going to go over here to the preview side of this pane and I'm going to right click and hit duplicate side so that I can get page 2, and I'm going to do that again for page 3. Then now I can go over and delete these because that's from page 1. Now I just want to repeat these steps for pages 2 and 3. So I'm going to go back over to page 2 of my document. And I want to do the same thing. So I want to get this down so that I can see the full page of this. And then I want to hit Windows Shift and a letter S again. And that will get me back to where I was before so that I can come down here in the bottom right hand corner of this document and make my selection. then you just release it. Go back over to your PowerPoint, and I want to go to page or slide 2 here. And so then I'm going to right click and hit paste. And then I'm going to size my document. And then I'm just going to hit this crop on the right side just to even everything out. Okay, and then we're going to do that one last time for the last page of this document. I want to get one page on the screen here. Then I want to hit Windows, Shift, and the letter S again. Go down on the lower right-hand side and go up to the top. Then back to my PowerPoint on slide 3. Right-click and hit Paste. Now, I'm just going to show you, I'm going to make another duplicate slide here so that I can have a blank page here. Now, earlier I talked to you about having a document that you can just right click on and just copy the whole image of the page. If you can do that and you don't have to use the Windows Shift S key selection to make the copy of the document, you can just go right straight from here, right click on this document and hit copy image and go back over to your PowerPoint now and just paste it right on the page. So these are 2 ways that you can do that. Okay, so that's how you can get the first few steps completed. But I don't want this, so I'm going to delete this. But in the future, if you have the opportunity to be able to just click on that document and copy an image of the entire document just quickly that way, you can do that way as well. If you can't, then you're going to have to use the Windows Shift and the letter S, make your copy, and then copy it over to your PowerPoint. Now that I have the 3 pages of my document, now I want to go ahead and save it. And so you want to save as, go to the place where you want to save it. And I'm going to save this as Police Accident Sample 2. And then here in the Save As type, you want to save this as either a JPEG or a PNG. I always use PNG. I believe it gives a better quality. So that's what I'm going to select. And then I'm going to hit Save. Now, when you do that, you're going to get these 2 selections. Do you want to save all slides or just this one? If you just have a 1-page document, you want to click just this one, okay? I'll tell you why in a second. But if you have 3 slides like I have here, I want all 3 of these slides to be made into images. So I want to say all 3 slides and see what it gives you, this message here. It says that your slides have been created and they have been placed in this particular folder here. And so when I go back to my folder, I can see here that I have my police report sample 2 here. And all of my pages for my document are there. And then I can rename them if I want to. So you can rename them here if you want to do that. Now, if I only had one page, when I hit save, it would have just saved that image here by itself without saving it inside of a folder. If you have one page, you don't want to hit save all slides. If you hit save all slides, it's going to create a folder and you're going to have a one-page image in a folder. Then you got to take it out so that it won't be so hard to find. So you can just hit just this one slide if you just have one page. And so all of your images will be in this folder here. So if I click on this image, now I can see this as an image rather than PDF format. And later on, I'll show you what you can do to use these images now to make your presentations for your depositions and your trial presentations of witnesses. And so when I come back, I'm going to show you how to do that and how to create the two types of document callouts that I talked about earlier, the traditional callouts and the morph transition callouts. So you'll want to use the link in the description of this episode. And please subscribe to the ProfessorBlackmore.com OneNote Litigation and Business Podcast group, where this training will be provided to members of this group because you don't want to miss it. But in the meantime, if you have any questions, please leave your questions or comments in the comment section below and let me know if you might use this simple technique for your deposition or trial witness presentation. And I hope you'll also give me a big thumbs up. And if you found this information useful, I hope you might also consider donating to the ProfessorBlackmore.com Cash App. And I want to also ask that you please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the bell so you'll be notified when I post a preview of my episode showing you how to create the two types of document callouts, the traditional callouts and the morph transition callouts. And please also follow me on TikTok and Instagram.